Okay, so I chose to do the perfume bottle for my project. As y'all know, you've seen the whole process. First, we had to recreate it. And so this is a JPEG of the original bottle. Then took it into SolidWorks and started recreating it there. As you can see from the design, it's just very simple. It's a rectangular vertical base and then horizontal rectangular top. There's a little bit of filleting, a little bit of curvature on the inside, but it's just very simple and not at all representative of Coco Chanel's place in fashion. It just doesn't really show anything that's innovative or anything like that, like the rest of their brand does. So this assembly consists of 4 different pieces: the top, the bottom, the spray component, and then the top to the spray component. There's the spray component. It's later used in my version of the Chanel bottle. And down at the bottom is the PhotoWorks rendering of the original Chanel bottle. So the next phase of the project is to conceptualize a new design. So I chose to use a couture Chanel dress worn by Cameron Diaz at the Golden Globes this past year. What I liked about it is that it has like a very feminine flowing surface, but it also has the geometric lines that make it look very modern. And those are 2 aspects that I wanted to combine to create the new bottle. So from these hand sketches, you can see that it has the very straight modern lines, a lot of asymmetrical aspects to it, but it also has like the soft draping, so it still seems feminine even though it's more modern. And then here's an isometric and the object in use, which helps give you a scale to it. The next phase was the realization of the project, actually making it a real object. Both of these are PhotoWorks renderings. It stayed very true to the original design. It's, the same proportions, same features. It pretty much looks identical to the sketches. Here's a video. Oh. How do I make the video play?
You just tap. If you just put the cursor on it and just tap once.
Okay. So this just shows all angles, saves having to put a million JPEGs up there. You can see it's mostly revolved. It does have the bottom is lofted so that I could add the guide curves to make the draping. The interior is a revolve cut and loft cut. The top is both lofting and loft cutting. There's also a lot of filleting and cut sweeping involved with it too. These are some PhotoWorks renderings. The top is an exploded view, just shows how everything fits together. And then this one shows the only addition I made to the design, which would be the label at the bottom. It's in the very bottom image. It has the Chanel C's and the Mademoiselle name. I want the bottle to become iconic of Chanel. I don't want there to have to be a label slapped across it. I want you to be able to see the bottle and know, oh, this is the Chanel perfume. I think having a label across it would ruin the fluidity of the design. So I chose not to do that and just put it at the bottom in case you have someone that's not familiar with Chanel come across the bottle and they'd be able to see what it is. And then these are the 3D prototypes of the image. Because it's solid plastic, you can't see the insides, so you can't see the varying glass thickness or anything that really adds to the design. But it does show the surface very well. So the next phase was the packaging inspiration. I really liked the sleeve on the Penelope perfume bottle for the structural inspiration. It adds a different texture. It has the geometric lines and the organic feel to it, just like the graphical inspiration does. I think that it just goes really well with the Chanel perfume. The floral look to it goes with the floral scent. And then because it's so unique, it's just very representative of the fashion forwardness of the Chanel brand. And then this shows you how my boxes fit together. It's a 3-piece set. So the first box is a 5-sided box with no front face, and then the second sleeve slides horizontally across it to close off that face. And then the third sleeve binds both of the first 2 pieces together. It just adds intricacy to the project to have the 3 different pieces. I chose this pattern, the top left one, to use as my main pattern. I liked it because it was very geometric and had the straight lines, which represented the modernity of the project, but it also forms this organic form, which helps to keep it more natural and floral. So I created this new pattern, which is beside it, to replicate and put it all around the first sleeve. That was going to be cut so that it would be more like a stencil effect, but it didn't work out with the Kongsberg printer. But it still has a very nice graphical effect. And then the 2 bottom graphics were also pulled from the original pattern. I used the French cursive writing because it seemed very romantic and French, and it just goes very well with the Chanel theme. And then you can see that bottom left graphic from the previous slide is now on the front face of this sleeve 2, which is the one that binds everything together. And then the other graphic is on the top of this first sleeve. And it also has a little bit of information down at the bottom of the sleeve. I also changed this box from the last time that you saw the project. It's pink on the outside because with the sleeve effect it was going to help add some contrast to it. And then the interior also has the pattern in it now, which adds contrast to the bottle and the packaging. And then here is the photos of the actual product after it's been made. And then phase 6 is distribution. So I decided to have 36 bottles in one case. All of them are just on the same layer. So this shows the box that was created in Artios CAD, and then it also shows how the sleeves work with the bottle. And then I used Cape Pack to help improve the efficiency of the distribution. I have 36 boxes in each case, and then 6 cases on each pallet for the layer, and then there's 6 layers per pallet. So that's a total of 36 cases per pallet. And then you can fit 60 pallets on each 53-footer. Using Cape Pack helped me increase my cube efficiency by 68.4%, my area used by 76.5%, and then my truck area by 94.3%. So it was definitely a lot more efficient using this program than just trying to figure it out on your own. And then as for my favorite part of this class, I really liked learning SolidWorks. It was frustrating, but at the same time it helped me fully create my idea and take it into a fully developed project. It just allows for a lot more detailing than other programs like SketchUp do. What I struggled with was also learning SolidWorks and also the Mamaki printer. Every time I did something, I think something went wrong. But now I'm definitely a pro at it and could probably print anything. And then most interesting part, I think, would also be the SolidWorks. It's just a really interesting program, and it allows for a lot. And I definitely feel like I've benefited from taking this class. I know a lot more about packaging now and can just better create my designs into an actual tangible product.